What is going on, guys, and welcome to another video with your host, as always, K-Mac Time. And if you guys could do me a huge favor and hit that like button, it'd be greatly appreciated. Anyway, cartoons have been known to sometimes predict or even allude to events in the future. Is it purely a coincidence, or is it predictive programming that show's writers are conditioning their viewers towards these events? While you may not agree that the writers are actually using these predictive programming, it is still, at the very least, an incredible coincidence that these shows sometimes predict the future correctly. Seth MacFarlane's show Family Guy is one of the biggest offenders when it comes to this. It seems like every couple years the show predicts some major tragedy or death. So today I thought it'd be interesting to take a closer look at 6 times Family Guy predicted the future.
Hey man, your clock won't flush.
Starting us out is the 2013 episode called Turbine Cowboy. In this, Peter reminisces during a TV interview about winning the Boston Marathon. He, of course, didn't run in the marathon. He actually drove his car and killed many of the runners in the process.
Boston Marathon winner Peter Griffin. Peter, how did you do it?
I'll tell you, Bob, I just got in my car and drove it. And when there was a guy in my way, I killed him.
In another scene of that episode, Peter uses a cell phone to detonate remote bombs after he unwittingly befriends a terrorist. A little over 3 weeks after this episode aired, 6 people were killed and 280 people were injured during the bombing at the Boston Marathon. In the 2012 episode Family Guy Viewer Mail 2, Peter gets offended when watching Jeff Rouse insult Robin Williams. He runs out of the house screaming at God that he wishes that everyone were Robin Williams, only to be struck by lightning. After awaiting in the hospital, he finds out that he has the power to turn everything he touches into Robin Williams, eventually driving him insane. Peter then tries to take his own life, only to fail as everything he touches turns into Robin Williams.
Damn these hands!
Mwah! Well, I haven't been to temple in a while.
Oddly enough, this episode was actually running as a rerun on a TV network in the UK in 2014, and in that same network broke into that broadcast to report that Robin Williams had actually committed suicide in real life. In the November 2013 episode called Life of Brian, after a few time travel mishaps, Brian actually gets killed by an out-of-control driver. Just over a week later, Fast and Furious star Paul Walker, whose character in his hit franchise was also named Brian, was killed in a car crash. Many people seem to think this was foreshadowing the tragic crash that took Paul Walker's life. Now, willingly, I say this one is a bit of a stretch, but it is kind of still an odd coincidence in my opinion. In the 2007 episode Meet the Quagmires, the show makes a reference to Dick Cheney's infamous hunting incident. In one of the scenes, Death declares that Supreme Court Justice Scalia has been shot dead by Dick Cheney in a hunting accident.
Dick Cheney, the chairman of Halliburton, shot Supreme Court Justice Scalia in a hunting accident, and the bullet went right...
Almost exactly 10 years later, Anton Scalia was found dead whilst on a hunting trip. He was also known to be good friends with Dick Cheney in real life. In an episode from 2005, Stewie is seen running through a shopping mall naked, claiming to have escaped from Kevin Spacey's basement.
$10. $5. $8 and I'll do it. Fine. Help! I've escaped from Kevin Spacey's basement! Help me!
This could not be more spot on. In recent allegations, Spacey is accused of forcing himself onto a 14-year-old boy, along with many other uncomfortable encounters with male actors who he had power over. But this doesn't stop there. Family Guy's creator Seth MacFarlane also took a shot at Harvey Weinstein, who was also under fire for using his position of power to sexually assault women. While MacFarlane was introducing actresses nominated for the Oscars, he took a stab at Weinstein, saying, quote, "They no longer have to pretend to be sexually attracted to Harvey Weinstein," suggesting that he was aware of the issues surrounding Weinstein well before the accusations came out to the public.
Congratulations, you 5 ladies no longer have to pretend to be attracted to Harvey Weinstein.
And finally, in the 2009 episode called We Love You, Conrad, Brian insists that Bruce Jenner is actually a man. However, Stewie claims that Bruce is actually a woman.
Bruce Jenner is a man.
No, Brian. That's what the press would have you believe, but he's not. Bruce Jenner is a woman. An elegant, beautiful Dutch woman.
Just 4 years later, in April of 2015, Bruce Jenner was featured on the cover of Vanity Fair announcing his transition to Caitlyn Jenner as a woman. This projection in particular stands out to me as one that is seemingly just cannot be coincidence. How on earth would anyone come up with something that specific about a specific person and then turn out to be 100% correct? It just blows my mind. Either it's the most unlikely coincidence of all time, or the creators and Seth MacFarlane knew something that we all didn't. Either way, I'd love to hear what you guys think about that. But anyway, that's all I have for today, guys. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you guys did, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like this in your sub boxes daily. Also, let me know down in the comments, do you guys think these examples are predictive programming, or are they just simply coincidences? Like I said, I'd love to hear what you guys think about all of this. Love to get a good conversation in the comments going. But until next time, guys, remember that it's always K-Mac time somewhere. Till then, take it easy and peace out.
Right in.
That isn't John.